Good YouTube, it's your boy Trev, and I just wanted to make a quick video. And before you guys ask, the reason I have a towel over my head is because I'm sweating. I just got back from the gym and I wanted to take my morning walk because, today's a pretty good day. Today's a celebratory kind of day because today is my 3-year anniversary of being sober. So clap it up for your boy. This is my 3-year anniversary of being sober, meaning I haven't partied in a while. I haven't drank liquor in a while. And I haven't smoked weed or done any other things in a while. So it's my 3-year anniversary of being sober, and I wanted to make this kind of congratulatory video for myself because it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of self-reflection to remain sober in a society that wants you drunk and stupid. So I kind of wanted to talk about my journey and what led me to being sober and taking the path of not drinking or smoking anymore, because I feel like it's a relatable story and it can inspire you guys hopefully to go down a similar path. Because I always say this in my videos, but I used to be a different person. I used to be a party boy. I used to drink. I used to smoke weed. And, I never took it past that. But, I used to do those kind of things, and it was having a negative impact on my life. So I quit that shit in 2020, and I just been living on a better path. So, I wanted to discuss my journey that led to that better path because, a lot of you can learn from this. And if you're going through something similar, I want to show you there's a sort of way out of that path. And if you drink or smoke or do whatever, that's cool too, but you kind of want to find a balance, or you just want to not do it at all because you want to go on a righteous kind of spiritual kind of path like I am. So I'm gonna start, without further ado, I'm gonna start and explain my story. So basically with me, I was a party boy back in the day. I would say from the time I was about 16 or 17 to about when I was 22. I've been a bit of a party boy. I was very well known in high school. I was doing a lot of things I wasn't supposed to do, basically. I was basically hanging out with different types of groups and, not necessarily being a bad person or anything, but, just it comes with the territory of being well known, playing sports, and just being a person that's just in outside, I would say. So, I got into that kind of stuff and I was partying and I was doing all these things. I was hanging with women. I was doing basically a lot of things a young man should and would do based on his age and what he's going through in life. So, if you go to this stuff, it's completely natural, but I was doing that stuff, but I was taking it overboard. I was doing it to the point it was affecting my life. And, I had to stop that stuff because in college, that's literally all I did. Yes, I got my degree and I am smart and I learned and I got interns and I made the most of it. But I think back to that time and I say, I could have focused more on my studies and improving my life and learning more life skills than just partying and wasting my time. I could have did that, but, I was doing other things. So basically, that's basically a summary of who I was. But, I had some good moments in between. So I wasn't all bad, but, I was not living up to my full potential like I am now. So I was doing all that stuff. And then I made a mistake in 2020. And then I got into an accident and I injured my arm. And I basically couldn't do the things I wanted to do anymore. So I couldn't go work out. I couldn't drive my car because it was totaled. And I couldn't basically go outside and be outside all the time because I had to heal from my injury and I had to go to physical therapy and I had to do all this medical stuff and pay all these things. And then, COVID happened, so we couldn't do that stuff anyway. So basically during that time period, I sat in my bed a lot and I reflected on life a lot. And I basically came to the conclusion that I got to stop drinking, I got to stop smoking, I got to live a better path and find a better path for myself. Because, at the end of the day, I thought about what I wanted in life and I decided to do certain things to improve my life. I wanted to be a man of value, which was always one of my goals. So I decided to do that. And, I self-reflected and, I healed my injury. And then basically I decided to go into serving people, helping people, and just becoming a better person. And it all started from one moment. I remember this one moment so clearly because it was crazy. It was crazy how it happened to me. During COVID, basically, when I was healing my arm and I went to the doctors and everything, I went to a hospital that was completely empty because of COVID-19, right? I had to go to the hospital because of my arm, and they were taking the cast off my arm because it was broken, right? Or sprained. I don't know what it was. The doctor could tell you that stuff. But I went in there, and it was an empty hospital. It was horrifying. And I thought to myself, bro, I can't be here. So I went to the doctor, and then he took my cast off, and he explained to me what's going on with my arm. And I'm probably going to use that in the thumbnail, what my arm looked like, right? So he explained to me that, oh, you know, your arm is healed. We can take the cast off. You know, if you want us to perform surgery, it can happen faster, or you can just let it heal through physical therapy. So I chose physical therapy because, you know, I'm not paying all that money to get surgery. So, you know, I remember that stuff specifically, and I remember how sad and disappointed in myself I was. And I decided, you know, I'm gonna quit smoking and drinking at that point. So I did that, and I remember just walking out of the hospital and taking an Uber back to my house. I remember just going out of the hospital and just seeing, like, you know how it's beautiful out here right now? I remember just seeing in New Jersey just, you know, blossoms and flowers and stuff. And I thought, I almost threw my life away over liquor and stuff. This beautiful life, this beautiful sunlight and the things we don't appreciate. I almost threw that away over fucking liquor and weed. And I thought to myself, bro, I can't let these things control me. I got to control myself. I got to control my mental. And then 3 years later, here I am, you know, doing better for myself and living a good life. And, you know, and I say this to say this, you know, you can change. You can grow beyond that stuff. You can't let that stuff kind of rule your life. You can grow from that. You can make mistakes and you can learn. Just never go down the path of basically, oh, I'm a bum or I'm a fiend and I need these things. Because you don't need shit in life. You just need yourself, and you need belief in yourself and belief in the higher power, and you just got to do what you got to do to improve in life. Because, you know, take it from me, I was not a shining example of what a man should be, but now I've become that because I put in the work and I learned from my mistakes, and I truly self-reflected. I looked into myself and I came out of that hole I was in, and I kept digging, and it's still a process. It's a battle every day. 3 years down the road, I can say that it's still a battle. Like yesterday, when I went to the baseball game with my brother and someone else, I freaking had the temptation to drink because, you know, I'm having a good time, I'm in a good environment, but I stopped that temptation because I controlled myself, and I know where it leads, and I made sure everybody got home safe. I was the designated driver, and I made sure everybody was safe because I learned from my mistake to help others. And that's my main goal in life, besides improving my own life and improving the life around my people that I love. But, you know, that's just what I wanted to say. If you're struggling with alcohol abuse, definitely try to find some way to help yourself, or just find a balance. Because I don't really recommend therapy, but just find someone you can relate to, because that really helped me. And then you just go from there, and then you just go on your path, go through the ups and downs, go cold turkey or whatever, and just quit it entirely. And even if people shame you, because people have shamed me for not drinking or being a square or not being who I was in the past, but, you know, that shit don't matter to me because I'm doing better. And, you know, I feel better. I'm living a good life, and I'm just trying to grow from it. But, you know, this is 3 years out. This is me telling you guys that it's possible. So, you know, that's my video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, share some of your stories. If you're struggling through this, you know, I'm with you, and we can do this together. All right? Bye, guys.